Dogs have habits that seem strange to us, but each one hides a message: why they stretch when they see you, why they lick your hands, or why they suddenly stop during a walk. Today we will uncover the meaning of these behaviors, and some answers will surprise you. 1. Today I'm continuing to talk about dogs' strange habits. Why do they stretch when they see you? Why do they scratch their ear with their back paw, even if they've just returned from a walk? And what does it mean when they suddenly stand still in the middle of the street and refuse to continue walking? 2. Why do dogs sit during a walk and refuse to continue walking? If your dog suddenly stops during a walk and doesn't want to move, it's not stubbornness or a simple whim. Behind this is a set of signals with which the dog is telling you, pay attention, something is happening to me. Often the cause is discomfort. It could be heat, fatigue, a sore paw, discomfort with the harness, or something that prevents them from continuing walking. Stopping is their way of saying, I need a break, or I don't feel well. Sometimes the dog is afraid or anxious. For example, there may be something ahead they don't like: a loud noise, another dog, an unfamiliar street, the wind, or an association with a negative experience like the walk to the vet. They don't stop for no reason, they're asking for protection, support, or at least a pause. Other times, the stop is a kind of emotional check-in. Some dogs stop to look at you, to seek your gaze, to make sure you're there, that you're leading, that you're confident. It's a way of showing their trust in you. And finally, they may simply want to stay in the moment. For a dog, a walk isn't just a journey, it's a world of smells, sounds and sensations. 14th. Why do dogs lick your face or hands? Licking is an instinctive behavior that originates from puppyhood. Puppies lick their mother's muzzle to show respect, ask for attention, or food. As they grow up, dogs transfer this behavior to humans. When your dog licks your hands or face, he's really saying, you're someone close to me. I trust you. It's also a gesture of affection and calm. When a dog licks you, it shows that it feels comfortable around you and wants to express its positive emotions. This is often accompanied by a relaxed posture, a gentle gaze, and tail wagging. Licking also has a self-soothing function. It helps the dog reduce anxiety. The repetitive motion, the taste and smell of its human's fur act as an emotional anchor. Sometimes a dog licks your face or hands when it senses you're sad or worried. It detects the scent of stress hormones and tries to comfort you in its own way. It's also simply a sincere, doggy way of saying, I love you, without words, without conditions, just with a gesture. 3. Why do dogs sleep curled up? You've probably noticed how your dog settles down to sleep, slowly curls up, tucks its paws and tail in, and turns into a little ball of fur. It's not just a cute sleeping position. There are several reasons behind it, deeply connected to their nature. First, it's a protective instinct. In nature, this posture protects the most vulnerable parts of the body, the abdomen, neck, and legs. By curling into a ball, the dog creates a warm, safe, and peaceful cocoon around itself. It's a habit inherited from their ancestors that helps them feel protected even while they sleep. Another reason is to conserve heat. By sleeping tightly, the dog minimizes heat loss. This is especially true in short-haired breeds, puppies, or those in cold climates. This helps their body maintain energy better. And finally, it's simply comfort. Some dogs find this position especially comfortable. Curling up, tucking their nose into their body or tail, relaxing and disconnecting from the world. It's their way of saying, I'm fine here, I'm home. 12. Undo. Why do dogs whine when you ignore them? Whining at these times is a form of communication. Dogs are very sensitive to our attention. When you talk to them, look at them, or touch them, they feel a connection. But as soon as that connection is broken, even for a short time, the dog can become distressed. Whining is his way of saying, hey, pay attention to me again. To him, you're the center of the universe. And if you're nearby but emotionally absent, it causes anxiety, especially in dogs with a strong attachment. They don't understand why. You're not angry, you haven't left, but you're not present either. And that can be more disconcerting than if you'd simply left. If you want to correct this behavior, it's important not to reinforce it with attention. Wait for him to calm down and then approach gently. This way, he'll understand that silence brings connection, not complaining. 4. Why do dogs scratch their ears with their paw? When a dog scratches his ear with his hind paw, it may seem like just a funny gesture, but behind it, it can be anything from simple annoyance to a more serious problem. Sometimes it's just itching from dust, water, or a slight irritation, for example, after a bath or walk, when sand, grass, or moisture has gotten into the ear. A few scratching is normal. It relieves minor discomfort. But if your dog does it frequently, forcefully, or shows discomfort, it's a warning sign. It could be mites, allergies, inflammation, or a fungal infection. Moisture, dirt, or excess earwax can cause itching and discomfort. Pay attention to other signs: a bad smell in the ear, redness, frequent head shaking, or restless behavior. All of these are reasons to visit the vet. To avoid problems, check your dog's ears regularly. If they're clean, odorless, and red, everything is fine. But if your dog insists on scratching, he's telling you, something's bothering me. 10th, why do dogs refuse their usual food? There could be several reasons. The first is satiety, or a decreased appetite. If your dog is calm, active, receiving treats between meals, or getting little exercise, it may simply not be hungry. The second is emotional state, stress, changes in the environment, tension at home, or even your bad mood. For a dog, food isn't just fuel, it's part of their emotional environment. Sometimes they've simply become bored with food. Yes, dogs can also lose interest in the same food every day, especially if they know they can expect something tastier. It's like a child who refuses soup expecting a cookie, and of course, health problems need to be ruled out: teeth, stomach problems, hormonal imbalances. For your dog, you are the center of the universe, their support and security. Even without words, they need to know where you are and that everything is okay. It's also a sign of strong attachment. Dogs sense your mood, your movements, even your breathing. By watching you, it's as if they're saying, everything's fine, I'm here if you need anything. And of course, they don't want to miss anything important, whether you're leaving the house or something interesting is starting. They want to be part of everything, invisible, but always present. First, why do dogs stretch when they see you? Your dog stretches right when you arrive home or enter the room. It's not just a stretch. This gesture has much more meaning than it seems. Stretching in front of you is a form of greeting and a message of friendship. It's like a canine bow that says, "It's good to see you, I feel good with you." It also helps release tension. If he's been lying down for a long time and suddenly sees you, that stretch is like a little ritual to get him going, preparing for interaction. And sometimes it's an invitation. Stretching is often accompanied by a wagging tail, perked ears, and a relaxed body. In that moment, your dog is saying, "Let's do something together." Which of these dog habits surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Feral Fables to keep discovering the most amazing stories of the animal world.